What's going on, guys? Thank you for watching Brick Productions. Today I am going to go over how my Bricklink store is ran. So if you're looking to maybe become a seller and create your own store on Bricklink, or already have one and need some inventory tips and organizational tips, maybe you'll find this video helpful. Sellers on Bricklink, they all have different ways of storing their inventory and ways to find it when they fill an order, but hopefully this video will help you guys. I do my inventory pretty much by color. There's a couple of bins that will show parts like plates or bricks or Technic pieces. Just depends on how big the store is, really, that fits your needs. What you see in front of you is pretty much where the store is held. That's all the bins. These bins can be picked up at Walmart, Target, any retail store. They get pretty pricey. The bigger ones are about 15-16 bucks a piece, and you see it's rows and rows of them, so it gets pretty pricey. The top ones up there, I think they're like $8 or $9, but it gets up there. But the bigger the store, the more bins you need, and always give yourself room to expand. You never know when you're going to part out a set and you need an extra bin to organize. This is enough. The store has had up to 115,000 items before. This is enough bins to probably sort a comfortable 150,000, and I could probably fit in here 200,000 pieces and items in the store. So you see, I always using that over there for some baseball boxes, actually, for cards, but that's just how much room I have. Anyway, let me go ahead and dig in deep with how the store is ran. First, it's in a smoke-free home, so nobody smokes in this home. It doesn't give that smoky smell when orders are shipped. And behind me is a gate where there are 2 pets in the home, but there's a gate to keep them out. So there's no pet hair or pet smell on the pieces as well. That's a problem for some people on Bricklink. So we keep them out. There's a gate that holds them back. How the inventory is stored, I know some people just throw the bricks in together or do like lot limits. They're all bagged up. So let me go ahead and show you guys. I'm just going to go to a 10. Like I said, everything's by color. So everything in there is in bags. And how I sort things from orders is I get an order in and it goes by color, by name. So I just go to the tan part, pull all the tan bricks. Everything's in bags. The good thing about everything being in bags is that, bricks do scratch up when they hit each other. That bag kind of keeps them from scratching up when they hit. I know some people put them tan bricks in with other bricks, and every time you open and close this drawer, they're hitting up against each other. So everything that you see is pre-packed in bags, ready to go. So everything's packed in bags. These bins are cleaned out because they can get kind of dirty at the bottom if you keep them in there for a while. But everything's clean. I usually go through once every couple weeks and clean out the bins. Organization is key with a Bricklink store. Over almost 2,000 orders we're approaching now. 6.5 years on Bricklink. You learn a lot on how to sort things. So that is how I do it. Some of you may agree, some of you don't. And then if things get out of hand on the dark bluish gray, for example, light bluish gray and the other black pieces, those are the 3 biggest ones. That bin's starting to get full. I kind of break them down even more and do dark bluish gray plates. So all of my plates are in, that's horrible, there we go. All of my plates are in that bin there. Same thing with black. You have the regular black pieces and then Technic pieces as well that are stored in there, the Technic pins and things like that. For items of real high quantity, if you notice in those color bins, there's really not a lot of quantity. That's for the lower quantity. If I have 2,000 of a certain piece, they get thrown into high quantity lots. That takes up the bottom part of my shop. So what these high quantity lots are, depends on how big your store is. I do anything over 400 gets put into a high quantity lot bin. So it kind of keeps all the big pieces and tons of pieces out of these bins here for better sorting, if that makes any sense. It makes sense to me, but of course I'm the one that created it. So like for example, there's 100 of those, 100 of those. So they all get sorted in to each bin. So I know exactly, if anything's over 400, I know it's going to be in a high quantity lot bin. Now I could break these down even more and do like all white high quantity lots, all gray high quantity lots, but I kind of separated them out because, you know, if you put too much together, white and white and white, or gray and gray and gray, you can't really find the additional things. So they're all packed in bags of 150, 200, however they can fit in the bags. And then in these bins also, they're good for holding instruction booklets, small sets, sealed sets, mocks, oh wait, you weren't supposed to see that, minifigures, spare parts if you need them. And then above I have these 2 shelves that were made. Oh, and those small little bins are for, you know, smaller things like medium blue, clear, dark orange, things like that. You get the picture. Up on these shelves is the packing material, so that's how we ship out bags to put everything in. Tons of different bags. Those pose X-Wing. And then storage bins if we ever need to sort, boxes, things like that. And then there is our packing table over to the right with all of the packing tape, and that's about it. A scale for shipping and printer and things. There's a closet behind me that has more packing materials, peanuts, boxes, things like that. So it's a very organized room. Of course, running a YouTube channel and doing mocks and a big store can get rough, but it's a pretty good sized room with tons of, you know, I think the big thing is organization. That's the big thing when it comes to Lego. You want to organize everything. So I hope this helps. I don't think I left anything out, but that gives you an understanding of where everything is. Everything's together. That's how I pull orders. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. If you like this and want to get a little more understanding of how to set up your inventory this way, let me know. It's worked for me for 6.5 years. It may not work for you. I really don't even need the labels on the bins because I kind of know where everything is already. So if it helps, let me know. Be sure to subscribe for a 100 subscriber giveaway. It's going to be a small Star Wars set. Actually, my brother and I are supposed to go to the Lego store this week and pick that set out. So maybe a Hoth set. I don't know. Anyway, be sure to like, subscribe, and